You're listening to Treats from the Store, the podcast where people from Ascension Parish and the much inferior parish north of it discuss real topics. This episode is sponsored by Rescom Electric, Smoky Butts Barbecue, and the St. George Food Truck Fest. My name is Mark Belgard, future former Ascension Parish Person of the Year, and sitting with me today is Sadvocate writer Dave Roppollo, St. George Councilman and Attorney Andrew Murrell.
Yeah.
And guitar player turned bookkeeper turned whatever he does now, Jeremy Fish.
Hello there.
You want to go down the line, introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I think you did it. That's all I do. Dave, what's my resume again?
How much time we got?
Andrew Murrell. I'll go with candidate for Justice of the Peace.
There you go.
St. George City Councilman and Mayor Pro Tem, attorney, licensed minister.
Yeah. Tennis coach.
Oh, middle school tennis coach.
Father. Family man.
In fact, thank you. I should
Potential
have started.
preacher in the future.
I should have started family man.
Yeah. Luckily, Libby's not going to be listening to this, so you're good.
Absolutely. We're safe. We're good.
Considerably less credentialed than either one of these fellows. Father of a 22-year-old and a 4-year-old.
She's the most adorable little girl ever. I'm just saying.
Nice.
She's got her little big glasses and her little teeth, and she's just a cute as shit.
Definitely planned, being almost 50 and having a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Well played.
Certainly planned.
Yeah, I'm Dave Roppollo. I do write for this Advocate occasionally. All the good articles are mine. You'll see my signature under it. Do some Facebook stuff for this Advocate, and I'm a real estate investor by trade, and I am the director for the St. George Food Truck Fest that was mentioned earlier.
If you haven't listened to the Sadvocate podcast, go do that. I'm on one of them.
There's at least one good episode.
And there's about 17 of them with Wade Evans.
In the studio and outside trying to get into the studio.
Usually in the parking lot.
Before we start, I want to give a shout out to Sean Madare with Smoky Butts Barbecue. He fed us today. He brought us some jambalaya tacos with some kind of spicy cheese, jalapenos. He brought us some ribs. The dude can cook. I've been knowing him since 2001. And so I've been friends with this dude about 25 years.
The tacos were good.
Yes.
I concur that I'm the fattest person in the room.
Yeah, I've never been so full off of 2 tacos in my whole life.
I'm taking those ribs home, by the way. They were good.
So I want to start with a category, a topic called Restaurants I'll Never Visit Because I'm Broke. Now, Baton Rouge has some high-profile restaurants, I would say. Some very expensive, some not. There are some that, as a kid, I said, man, when I'm rich, I'm eating there. And I'm 46 and I have still not eaten there. Like, for example, Ruth's Chris. I have still not eaten at Ruth's Chris. And I remember passing it as a kid, and everybody was like, oh, only the rich can eat at Ruth's Chris. And I'm sure it's like...
Don't you eyeball Ruth's Chris.
What's it like, maybe $80-$100 a person with food, drink?
I mean...
I don't know. I've never been.
My wife and I go there probably once a year, maybe every 2 years for our anniversary.
I don't even have
special.
the clothes to go in there.
You don't need them, trust me.
I don't think there's a dress code anymore.
No. One of our better articles this year was... that a fishing shirt is not considered business casual. And there was a picture of a guy in
I remember that.
with the fishing shirt
There
on.
There was a thing, and there was some families in there too, and they were certain attire.
You could get away with a lot that you couldn't get away with 20 years ago in there.
Yeah, my father-in-law, for example, does wear a fishing shirt, and he does go to Ruth's Chris.
Did he start after the article, or did he?
I think he's always done that. And that's his dress attire. His dressy one has an American flag on the back. That's how I know he's dressed up. That's
fancy.
Formal.
But if you don't drink in there, which my wife and I don't drink, you can get away with under $100 per person, even 80, really.
Well, I don't drink beer or whiskey or scotch or any of that kind of manly shit, but I love fruity ass cocktails. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
You can make fun of me all you want. I love me some.
Held. You do drive a Nissan Rogue too.
Yeah, that's true.
This is getting good.
I feel like a glow-in-the-dark Ice Cube, and he's like, yes.
I'm the gayest straight guy on paper. Yeah, I've never been.
It's good. It's really good, and I would say the food is good, but it's a lot of hype. I mean, it really is.
What I was gonna say, about 20 years ago, it felt like I had to know what I could wear and what restaurants. Like, I can go into any restaurant in Ascension Parish now in t-shirt and jeans, and I'm good. I can walk into Snow's, Mike Anderson's, whatever, and there's no such thing as, you have to have a coat to come in here.
Right,
that used to be a thing back in the day.
Did you just name both of Ascension Parish's nice restaurants?
Both of them, that's right.
In one breath. That's it. And they're not even sponsors this week.
So, speaking of Smoky Butts Barbecue, I did ask another restaurant to feed us, and they left me on red. I ain't gonna say who it is, but it's a shop that sells jambalaya.
So they actually read the text.
Oh yeah,
never responded.
They opened it and I guess not.
What a blown opportunity for some great marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody gets better advertising than restaurants because they always have the ability to give you food in exchange of something.
Yeah, because usually people will pay me money to advertise on here, but I was like, just feed us some pasta line. Just bring us one bucket of pasta line. We'll split it. And
probably cost them $8-9.
Yeah, probably so.
Wow.
Did you tell them you were a 3-time person of the year? 4-time person of the year? Who's counting?
Yeah, the supper club. Have any of y'all ever been?
Have never been. Do not plan on going. It is ridiculously expensive and extremely loud.
I have not because it's too loud for me.
It's a DJ in there, like nightclub type loud music DJ.
Yeah, it don't look like no place I'll ever go or even fit in socially.
I kind of feel like I'm kind of an old world vibe, so I'm more Rufino's, quiet, small rooms.
100%.
I love Rufino's.
Rufino's is great.
I remember when Rufino's was what, Dinardo's?
Dinardo's.
Yep.
It sure was.
A couple of bad seasons later, it's Rufino's.
Yeah, to sell it. All right, French Market Bistro.
Very good.
Very good.
Not super expensive, and really closer to Ascension than you think it is.
Oh, I know. I've been.
Yeah.
My work brought me last year for Christmas. They took everybody they got like this reserve room and said we had to promise that we'd eat $1,500 of shit to get this room. So if y'all don't eat $1,500 of shit, I still owe them $1,500. So
you were like, say no more.
So bring your wife. Y'all drink as much alcohol as you can.
Oh, the crab legs.
So we had 8 to 10 of us. We all got steaks. We got the crab meat on the top, and some of the dudes drank old fashioned after old fashioned, just chugging them down. And I still don't think we hit the 1,500.
I'd like some gold flakes on the steak, sir.
Just keep the steaks coming till my friend here hits 1,500.
The food was good. I would never go there. Just me and my wife.
It's really not, as if you look at it close, it's not in the category. It's really reasonable for what you get. Great place too.
Yeah, Cocha. You ever been?
Never been.
Downtown.
Never been. Didn't think it was pricey. Is it pricey?
Don't go to downtown Baton Rouge very often. Try to stay away.
I don't know if it's pricey or not.
So my last job took me to Cocha as well. And
same job?
Yes.
God.
So
where was this again?
Where are you working?
Are they accepting applications?
So they took everybody up there, and none of the food looked like food. Like, maybe I'm just not cultured enough to understand what the hell I was looking at. But I'm used to food, jambalaya, pizza, tacos, burgers. That's food to me. Po' boy or muffalata, whatever the fuck. And they would bring out a plate, and it'd be some white shit, look like either grits or hummus, but I don't even know. And then they spray some. They would take some like dark brown glaze, and then they had like some different leaves, and then some piece of meat I didn't even recognize, a little quarter of a slice of tomato. I'm like, all right, where's the food at, bro?
Whenever I see the squiggles on the plates, I'd already know that I'm out. That's not going to be my
extra $5 just to squiggle it.
Presentation, and I'm like, is this good? I don't know.
Cocha actually has good reviews and never stepped in there.
Nope. They brought, I think, lamb. The little lamb pieces, and I'm like, this is stupid. I get like a 2-inch piece of meat. Bring out a steak out here. This is stupid.
This is a stupid looking cow. Take it back.
All right, let's talk about reasonable ones. I recently went to City Cafe, and I'm way late to the game because apparently they've been open, forever.
100 years, and they started in Plaquemine. They just made 100 years, I believe, 2 years ago.
Off George O'Neill at O'Neill?
George O'Neill, O'Neal, O'Neill.
Thank you, Dave.
Don't believe the signs.
Thank you, Dave.
Getting that out there.
But phonetically, it's still the same.
Correct.
It's phonetically correct. Yes.
So I got crawfish etouffee with fried shrimp in it. And when I tell you that's the best thing I've eaten in a couple of years, I did not expect that. Just a place with the name Cafe in the name to have such great etouffee. The garlic bread was good. It was all so delicious.
Good brunch, reasonable prices, always packed, and for a reason. Great patio, got a great bar. They do char-grilled oysters right there. Fantastic place.
So when St. George passed October 12th of 2019, that's the room I was in, was at City Cafe. That's where we had our election night party.
Is it?
So very fond of being there. I got carried out of there at the end of that night.
What'd you get arrested for?
I didn't get arrested. I got carried.
Okay.
I had a great celebration after that. But yeah, always a good time at City Cafe.
Sticking in that area, George's right there. I love George's.
I do like George's.
Old favorite.
I mean, it's just
right there.
I've been going there since I was a young person.
I went once and got a muffalata, and it was the shit.
It's a great one.
George's has always been good.
Is that the last George's left?
Yeah, they closed
No,
one in
the one in
Perkins.
Highland is open. The one in Perkins is closed, and the one in St. George is
Yes.
still open.
That's the only one I've been to in
They,
10
they can't
years.
close George's in St. George, right? It just wouldn't.
No, I mean it's too easy.
That's going to be the last
That's
one
too-
standing.
That's where I went and celebrated October 24th of 2024 when we won the Supreme Court decision.
Really?
Yeah.
Did y'all try to talk about renaming it St. George's? If he just put ST in front of it,
How hard is this? Own it.
be the official
Or
restaurant.
George Oneals.
So there's two places called George's, and the other's up
Yeah.
near the 13th gate.
It is.
And I've been told that's the gay George's.
It is.
There's
That's
George's,
George's
and then
place.
I'm
okay.
sorry, I wouldn't know.
Please.
Drew apparently knows.
I do know this. I do know this for a fact.
The one time I went, they had a drag show going on.
That is
Okay.
they are famous for doing that.
Yeah, that's a very welcoming place.
Isn't there another
you can
gay
do it
bar
as-
there, though? Right on
Splash
the
is
okay,
down
Splash
Highland.
is
on
Yeah,
Highland,
down Highland.
yeah.
I've been there too.
I feel very knowledgeable right now.
So I went to Splash Club one night because
Did
my
you?
supervisor was there with his wife, and I was Ubering. He said, "Come pick us up, wait out in the parking lot, and take us home." I said, "All right." So I pulled in the parking lot. It's like 1 o'clock. They haven't closed yet. He said, "Come on in and come fuck with us." I said, "All right, whatever." So I go in there. They don't even charge me a cover because they're about to close. So I go in there and I'm looking around. I'm like, it's not that gay. I heard it was so gay in here, and I don't see anything. Whatever. So I go in the first room, and they got pool tables and all kind of shit. And my supervisor and his wife are there, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" So somebody comes around with shots, and it's these dudes just wearing Speedos. And I said, "Okay, it's a little gay." There it is. So the shots are like dicks, and you got to
course.
you got to shoot the alcohol in your mouth out of the dick. I'm like, okay, now I see
We
it.
full blown. No pun intended. Full blown gay.
So I made a round around the building, and this was about 10 years ago, and I'm like, maybe a dude to give me some looks. I don't know. So I
Did you get any phone numbers that
I
night?
take a walk around. It's like a collection of rooms that make a circle. So I go in there and I get to the back room where it's a big dance stage. Everybody's dancing and whatever they're doing, and I make a circle back. and
Sucking
I'm-
dick, Mark. That's what they do.
Jesus.
So I make it back to that first room. I'm like, well, no one tried to hit on me. I guess let me make another run.
They didn't know you were driving a Nissan Road?
Well, not back then. I was driving a Windstar. Or no, it was a Town and Country.
He's got a van.
It was a
He's got
Town and
van.
Country, yeah. Because I was I was a dad with little kids back then.
At a gay bar.
That's right.
lot of nuance to that story.
Fruity drinks, trips to the gay bar, trying to pick up guys. We're learning a lot about Mr. Bellegarde at this episode may not make it to the air.
That reminds me, when I was Ubering, and I had to pick someone up at the Gay George's. And so the name, it was a woman's name. And I don't remember if it was it was a dude's name. Okay. So I pull up, it said like the person you pick up, their name is Adam. I said, whatever. So I pull up and I wait for Adam to come out. And a woman comes out, smoking hot. I said, all right, who is this? So this woman comes up to the window and says,
It's Dave.
no. The woman comes up to the window and says, I'm Adam. I said, God damn it. I got fooled by the drag makeup. I said, well, go ahead.
And still didn't get any looks.
Yeah. Next thing I want to talk about is there's not a lot to do in Baton Rouge for like high school kids.
Right.
Okay, so if you have little kids, you can take them to the zoo. You can take them to what's that?
Knock Children's Museum.
Sure. And then if you're our age, you can go drink. You can go downtown. There's sports bars all over the place for grown folks to do. But let's say you got older kids. Where do you take them? The mall.
Older,
The mall.
like middle-aged teen.
Oh, yeah,
15
older than-
to-
Blue
older
Bayou's open again.
There is that. I guess.
Perkins Row got movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. There's not a. So I'm gonna do the first back
the
in my day.
planetarium, the Baton Rouge Science.
No.
Yeah.
My 13-year-old was bored there last time I went there, but back in our day, we had a lot more to do for 14 through 18, or 14 through 16, because you started driving, you went to different places. But, they had a bunch of teen clubs back then. I can think of 3 of them right now that were everything that a bar was without the alcohol, the mocktails.
In Ascension Parish, we call that the K&B parking lots.
Yeah. You ain't old enough to remember K&B, I don't think, are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Are you?
So I took a tour. Yeah, we had one right in the middle of Gonzales.
Okay.
So now it's an Office Depot, but it was a K&B for a while. And I remember going in there and buying ice cream, and I remember the arcade machine they had. I remember all that. Well, teenagers used to hang out in that parking lot on the weekend after dark, and it would just be a party out there. They were drinking, and the cops would leave them alone. But that was the hangout for teenagers.
The one in Village Square that they used to have on College Drive, we would go. They would sell. We were 15 years old. After school, we would go buy a fifth of K&B vodka for $3.99. Sit out there. We'd go get drunk and go to this little, what we called the nerd store, Little Wars. It was like they had.
I remember Little Wars off college.
Oh yeah, we
I went one time because I used to play Magic, the card game back in high school.
Okay. And then we'd do that. If we had enough left, we'd go get some chocolate from Chocolate, just being a bunch of jackass 15-year-olds. I have fond memories of K&B for facilitating that behavior.
You're right, though. There's not a lot to do. But today's teenagers are different. A lot of them are content just hanging out in the coffee shop.
Staring at their phones.
Their devices.
I mean, they don't really need a lot of human interaction. They'll stay home and text each other and be just as happy.
They will sit next to each other and text other people or each other.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the music scene, and this is probably something Jeremy will have the most knowledge of.
Not currently, but as far as the past 15 or 20 years.
I know there's a lot of music culture in Baton Rouge.
Sure,
or has been.
Chelsea's has catapulted us back to a desirable spot for touring bands to come play.
Yeah.
Well, the Spanish Moon across the street was a big one.
Spanish Moon was great for me. Like when I was in my formative years of playing live music, that was the place. That and the library. Well, they called it Northgate Tavern at the time.
Yeah.
The library on Chime Street. I couldn't tell you outside of Chelsea's and what's another Mid-City Ballroom on Acadian. There's that place.
The Texas Club, which is not the same kind, but they do.
Is that still like country music? I don't know.
Yeah, they got some big names.
They still bring acts in.
They
did a parking lot concert there not that long ago.
Yep. I don't know how they pulled that off in that area.
And
it was packed.
Tons of security like none other.
Has the whole police force.
It was packed.
I used to love the Varsity. The Varsity was one of my favorite places.
I was just trying to think of the name of that. They closed, didn't they?
They did. It's officially done.
Wow.
I never thought I would ever see that happen right there.
I saw my favorite band twice at the Varsity. The ones that throw soda all over the crowd.
Oh, really? They played over there?
Twice. I painted my face and everything for it.
I'm sure you did.
I went and saw Hootie and the Blowfish there in 1993 with a friend of mine who texted me or called me on my bag phone and said, "Hey, we're going to the Varsity tonight. There's some group named Hootie and the Blowfish."
Have you heard of them?
So it was like literally 15 of us in there.
Oh, wow.
And there's Darius Rucker playing.
Holy shit.
And I remember it like it was yesterday. And now every time I hear Darius Rucker, I'm like, man, I can't believe it. I always text my friend, you remember? He goes, yeah.
And that's before he hit the big time with the Burger King commercial.
Way before that. Look, I'm telling you, there were 15 to 20 people in the Varsity that night.
We probably at the radio station, I probably did 100 concerts at the Varsity Theater.
Varsity?
And we saw Maroon 5 as an opening act for Trapped. Trapped had one. Headstrong came out, and it was it was a huge song. That's all they had, and they're on this little tour, and they had this other little band with them. And we looked over at the record rep and said, "Trapped's not really the headliner, are they?" And she goes, "No, that album's going to blow up in about a month or so, and they'll be done with this tour." And they did. They were all unbelievable.
Maroon 5 is an opener.
Wow.
So when I saw ICP at the Varsity, they had metal detectors. And somebody's like, y'all usually don't have metal detectors. And they're like, well, juggalos, you know.
Yeah.
You dressed up
We
as a
brought them
juggalo?
out for the ICP
You went
concert.
full juggalo for the concert?
Oh, I painted my face and everything. So, I don't know if not everybody's familiar. They spray soda all over the crowd during their shows.
Like
I mean,
soda? Just
they have whole
Faygo.
pallets of 2 liters.
Baking
and
soda.
They're sponsored by Faygo, right?
They're not. No, they have to buy it themselves. There's no.
Oh.
Faygo refuses to acknowledge that they exist. But they're the number one customer nationally or whatever. They throw it by the bottle into the crowd. They'll break off the cap and then shoot them into the crowd, launch them. So, like when you go to an ICP concert, you need to bring towels when you get back to your car because there's nowhere safe. So, when the concert was going on, there's big speakers up on the ceiling and lights and whatever. They had to cover them all with tarps. And the merch, it was all covered in tarps during the actual concert.
That's the sign that you're going to get either wet or it's a murder scene happening. If you walk in, there's trash bags and tarps everywhere. Nothing good is happening after that.
I opened for a band called Guar, if you're familiar with Guar. They do the same thing at the Varsity, in fact. They had all of their studio, like all of their monitors and things covered with tarps and towels.
What do
and
they throw? Like what?
It's fake blood. They have all kind
hell
of
yeah.
projectiles that shoot fake blood, fake semen into the crowd, all kind of fun stuff.
That's awesome.
Soda.
time.
You thought you were hard until you heard that. Gore's kicked it up a notch.
So I saw Jeremy Fish at was it Phil Brady's?
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, that was a wild time. I remember some dude some dude in the crowd was just going nuts, and he ran up on y'all's stage, and I thought it was part of the act. And I think y'all just had a drunk dude in the crowd who was trying to
Was
fuck
his
shit
penis
up.
out?
No.
Okay, because that happened a few times too, and I didn't welcome that sort of behavior.
I don't.
That is not condoned.
No, sir.
We will push it to the limit, but we draw the line.
All right, the next segment is fucking magnet schools. How do they work?
Okay, I'm going to step back because Andrew, my friend here, is an absolute expert on this.
I'm not mad at the magnet schools. I think they do a wonderful job of educating 5% of the entire population while excluding the other 95%.
We don't have any magnet schools in Ascension
Hey, wait,
Parish.
and how's
That
that work?
says a
So
lot.
I have no idea what the hell they even are.
What is the Ascension Parish school system rated on a statewide level?
Well, like the best?
Like one of the best, right?
Right.
It's
I'd
top,
say top five.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
absolute top five.
Okay, so our 55th ranked school system in EBR Parish.
So we're all is equal to like your magnets. So, like the magnets in Baton Rouge, like the top
Well,
ones,
here's
or
the
is it like
problem.
privately ran? Like what's the
No,
difference?
no,
Is it
they're-
just
they're part
is
of
it
the school system.
specifically for like high performing
Yes,
students?
correct.
Okay.
And they apply for it, and they get in, and they have to maintain certain GPA levels. So you're excluding, for the most part, and you can see it through the data, that's kind of a socioeconomic issue, is people that don't have the benefit of perhaps two parents who can help them do their homework. They don't have the money for tutors.
Tutoring, yeah.
The things, where people...
So low income people are less likely to get into the magnet
I
schools.
mean, look, you
They're
can
at disadvantage
do
right
the
out the gate.
research, look at the demographics,
Yeah.
and come back and tell me something different. And that's the problem. So you got 95% of your kids are in what looks like a prison. 5%,
the rich elite.
5%
Kids.
have amazing schools. And
Yeah.
they're not necessarily
Yeah.
all wealthy in the magnet program, but it, to me is always,
It's like
smart. I went to public school, so it's hard for me to understand the magnet program because we didn't have it either. And I always thought, like, smart kids can go to these classes. Yeah, you got honors classes. That's great. But why can't this guy have a shot at it? Why can't they have all the same resources in the building?
We had a program called Tag, Gifted, whatever you call it, and the top performing kids in each class would go to that, and it was like a club. They would go after school. They would learn how light bulbs work or whatever the fuck, and they had that. It was a separate program, but we didn't have a whole separate school for them.
No, that's it. And I get the point that they would have classes and you'd have the same kind of caliber students in the same level of classes. But at the same token, you're telling the other kids who aren't in that school,
They're not as good.
You never have an opportunity to
Right.
get that stuff. So it's very frustrating.
So
for
when
me.
I did the Ascension Parish history episode, my friend Brenda Whitney was on here, and she said they labeled the grades like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they had subgrades based on your performing grade. Like this is class 4A, this is class 4B, and that was fourth graders who got C's, fourth graders who
Oh,
had
no.
D's,
Wow.
and they split them by how smart the kids were. So like you knew you were in the dumb class.
So the
Sounds
moment
like
you went there
segregation.
and look around and go, damn it, Mark Belgard's in this class.
So if you were in the D class, like the C class were better than you, and I'm sure that was like bullying about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, look, we're way better than those losers in the C's or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's very Hunger
So
Games.
it actually made it kind
Wow.
of worse on a social level, I think.
My son went all the way through the EBR school system from pre-K all the way to his senior year and when he graduated. The Baton Rouge Visual Performing Arts School in Acadian, that's a magnet school?
Yep.
Okay. We went and toured that. We applied to go there when he was in kindergarten, and he was super jazzed. Didn't get in. So he's zoned to go to Jefferson Terrace, and that's where he ended up going. Bruh. the difference between two just elementary schools
Oh, yeah.
is staggering.
Without a doubt.
Staggering.
So another comparison is that you're getting shipped across town all the time. So Jefferson Terrace is probably half a mile from my house. It is not the elementary school my kids would have gone to. That would have been across town. I think it's LaSalle Elementary. I don't even know what that is, but it's really far away.
Well, to that point, luckily my son tested into the gifted program his kindergarten years, and they didn't have the gifted program at Jefferson Terrace, and you wouldn't be surprised if you went in there and saw. We sent him to Shenandoah, and that was a great school. Shenandoah Elementary was still wasn't the visual performing arts magnet school, but
No, and that's it. They get different resources, different levels. They've got teachers that are really happy to be there. Not the same at the other schools.
No. That sounds like
you probably find this hard to believe, but the magnet school parents are the ones that were anti-St. George in the St. George school system because
Their kids are
they felt like their kids, if they lived in St. George and their kids went to the magnet, they would have to go to the St. George schools.
Oh, they're already in a good spot. They didn't need to change.
But they were told, we will grandfather your kids in. If you're in the magnet program, we won't pull them out. When they graduate, they can, but they still were against it.
And I would tell them all the time, I completely respect if your only goal and is for your kid to be successful, I respect that. I really do. That should be your only goal. Just don't lie and tell everybody it's about something else.
Right.
Just go, hey, I want Jimmy and Baton Rouge High, and that's really all I care about.
Right.
What can be done about Baton Rouge's underperforming neighborhood schools other than just more money?
Well, we could have got the superintendent on and asked him about that, but unfortunately,
is that the one that just admitted
his ankle monitor may not be able to make it to Ascension Parish.
What about the guy who monitors his ankle monitor?
That's the most important job ever.
I'd like to find that son of a bitch.
Well, I'd like to have that. I'd like to have that LLC.
Me and Drew are working on that LLC.
We're going to run the ankle monitor.
You'll have them on the show next.
So I'm not really too read up on what was going on with that. A guy, he admitted he was taking kickbacks, and then
I don't know if he admitted it. I believe they found some text messages.
I would like to say, before we start talking about this, he's innocent and not presumed guilty.
Absolutely.
Presumed innocent until
he's very well
guilty.
loved by the comment sections.
100%.
And a lot of people are saying it's just a witch hunt and maybe it's just a distraction. But if they have evidence he did it.
I would like to think that the feds don't really impanel a grand jury on a whim.
Yeah, you got to have something.
They're like 95%, 98% successful, but
they're not walking in to lose.
Yes, exactly. But time will tell. He gets his day in court. Just to reiterate, he was a Metro Councilman, Mayor Pro Tem when all that took place, not the school superintendent.
Oh, I got you.
This was years ago, right?
Mayor, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, 22 through 24 is the allegation.
Fun fact, Drew's also a Mayor Pro Tem.
I was going to say, Mayor Pro Tem's solid group. Don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch.
Explain to the folks at home what a mayor pro temp is.
He's the stand-in
nobody
when the mayor can't
really
be there.
knows. I think of it like a vice president. We really don't do anything.
If the mayor calls and goes, I just can't make it to the meeting, he does the mayor stuff.
If he goes out of town, if he got sick,
he's bored, just tired, doesn't want to go.
Feels like not being there that day, then I would probably do something, sign a check.
At the council meeting, the mayor pro tem leads the meeting at the mayor. It's on the larger, so with East Baton Rouge Parish, the mayor's not going to be at all those, so the mayor pro tem steps in. But as far as Drew goes, the mayor leads most of them, so when he can't be there, Drew steps in.
He just gives me side eye during the meetings. That's about it.
He makes him zoom in.
Yeah.
All right, when the power goes out, make sure your home is ready. Rescom Electric has been your trusted local generator expert since 2005, specializing in Generac generator installations, service, and repairs. Whether you're looking to install a new standby generator or keep your current system running at its best, the team at Rescom Electric has you covered. Call today for a free generator estimate. Qualifying installations include a free 10-year warranty and generator service with your installation. Call Rescom today at 225-622-3647 and keep your home powered with confidence. That's 225-622-3647. Smoky Butts Barbecue in Prairieville is your go-to for hot cooked food. They do everything from pastelaya. You hear that? Pastelaya. For you pastelaya haters, you know who you are. To potato salad, ribs, brisket, chicken, neck bones, turkey necks, and pork loins.
Just got real.
Yeah. Served with a smile and a garlic bread. If you have an event coming up or you just don't feel like cooking, call Sean Madare at 225-772-8643 and let him rub your butt tonight. Because if it ain't all over your face, you ain't eating it right.
I thought this was a family show.
That's Smoky Butts Barbecue. From racks to butts, we rub it all.
Did you write that?
No, that's literally
sounds very Belgardish.
No, if you go to his Facebook, he's got so many dirty shirts.
Okay.
Every way you can make meat jokes, rats, butts. He's got it on a shirt. Oh yeah, you can't beat his meat and all that. So yeah, he really is a good cook, and appreciate him feeding us today.
The ribs were fantastic.
Let's talk about movie theaters. We got one in Ascension Parish, but when I was a kid, we always had to go to Baton Rouge to see a movie. And I remember growing up going to the one on Segan.
Tinseltown or the Segan?
No, before that.
Oh,
it was the UA on the other side that now is the Safety Council or something. Oh, it is an Office Depot.
Office Depot.
Yeah. Safety Council is further
right
down.
Next door to that, yeah.
Yep.
And then I remember as a kid going to the Broadmoor one.
You remember the Broadmoor?
Oh yeah.
Well, it was kind of in decay then, when I was a kid. But this is I'm talking about the '90s, and they would have like Sunday morning $1 movies.
It was always
it was always $1.
It was
Oh,
it
really?
turned into
I saw the
dollar
original Batman movie like 10 times there.
It turned into the dollar theater.
I remember going there and being like the only. It would be me, my brother, and sister, and one of my aunts, and we'd go there. We'd be the only people in the theater, and it'd be like second run movies.
Oh yeah.
Tinseltown. I remember whenever they built that one. That was the first one with the stadium seats.
Yep, that was it.
That was the-
revolutionary.
That was the death to the UA on Segan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
because
it.
if you sat behind a motherfucker with a hat, you were just screwed. You
were
would have to
screwed.
tilt your
Yeah.
head.
It's crazy how they used to be flat.
You sat
seating
behind Marge
theaters.
Simpson or some shit.
Yeah.
You were screwed.
That building is still back there. What have they
No,
done
that's,
with
that's
Nope,
Top Golf.
Top
now.
Golf.
That's right.
They tore it down.
All right,
and
they
it's
did
Top
tear
Golf.
it down.
It got really bad back there.
Yes.
For a while.
It had a shooting.
Yeah.
Someone got shot in front of it, and then it went down after that.
And well, it's pretty good indicator.
And I think
right
the
there.
spiritual successor to Tinseltown was what's the one that serves you food?
That's right.
Movie
right.
Tavern.
Movie
Tavern. Yeah, that was another United
City
artist.
Place
City
and
Place,
Jubin.
and now it's fuck. You just said it. What the-
Yeah, City Place, Movie Tavern. City
Movie
Place.
Tavern. Yeah, I've never been to Movie Tavern.
Yeah,
I heard the food
it's-
is aight.
It's. I mean, it's not meant to be like a sit down dinner, but it's just something different, right?
I
Sit down
haven't had a good snack from there yet.
Yeah. It's
You
just
could get
cool
you a-
because they bring it to you, really.
But they did allow you to drink beer in the theater for the first time in my
Oh.
life. That was the first place I went where I could drink a beer in the movie theater.
So I'll tell you, we went to the movies to see Spider-Man the other night. So we're sitting there. Our first problem was clearly this kid and his dad or whoever had borrowed these seats. They're not their seats because he sat the 2-year-old or 3-year-old down and he went to another row. So on our row is us and this kid. He steadily is eating and farting
Oh my
at
god!
the same time. And this is after the movie started. They came in there. So about 30 minutes into the movie, this family of 4 comes in. They've got like a 1-year-old with them, and those are their seats. So now we got the whole controversy during the movie of they're telling this kid to get up and move. Dad,
'cause they reserve their
Dad
seats.
comes down from 2 rows and gets this kid. They go back to their row wherever. So we're thinking this is great. No more farting kid. Everybody's happy. The son is hammered. I mean, blitzed to the point where he passes out in the seat. And all of a sudden, I look over, and next to my wife, he's like laying in the seat in the fetal position with his legs up, and he's mumbling incoherently.
Jesus Christ.
They're 30 minutes late for the movie on top of bringing the baby and the drunk.
drunk.
So then at some point, she says something to him. So finally, they just say, okay, we'll get up and leave. They left 30 minutes before the movie was over. So we're not sure what they were doing. Clearly, it was their seats. They clearly bought them.
Did
But
y'all
they-
watch any of the movie? Oh, we just watched the scenario.
Well, I mean, we had that going on, so that was kind of a stress. So I got to go back and see it at some point. See what I missed.
Where'd you go? See it?
I'm not going to say because there's a whole incident that really upset me. But
Movie theater.
we have movie theater, good theater. I go to it a lot. Very clean.
I know which one.
Yeah, you
There's
do.
an AMC behind the Mall of Louisiana, and that one's good because you have to pass a place called Dick's, and you can all giggle at the Dick's.
Actually, Dick's moved.
Dick's moved into the
Oh,
mall.
What?
The front,
That's right.
The front of the mall.
There's
and
no-
it is a
I didn't know that was.
sweet
I know there's
place.
only one Dick's. I knew.
They have a DJ in that Dick's
Yes,
occasionally.
it is rock climbing
It's-
wall,
It's
driving
become like-
range.
So where do you
batting
go with your
cage.
high school kid? You take him to the Dick's at the mall.
Ask your high school kid if he wants to go. Check
Speaking
out
of
some Dick's.
dirty places in the mall. All right, so across from Dick's, right at the entrance. All right, so you go in the main entrance across from the Apple store. Right in that main entrance, you got the escalators, and then there's a place on your left. It was called Mignon Faget,
Yeah.
Yeah.
spelled Faget,
G-E-T.
and like,
Diamonds, right?
yeah, I don't know.
No, it's like
But it,
jewelry,
but it
silver and
served
gold
many
jewelry.
immature chuckles for sure.
Oh, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
even the abbreviation was MF.
Yes. New Orleans jewelry.
I think they have one of those at Town Center.
It was
if I'm
at
not
New
mistaken.
Orleans jewelry.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Celebrity Theater?
Yes.
Oh, George O'Neill, yeah.
Go, to
I've
that
never been
one,
to that one.
Go to that one all the time.
Yeah.
Good arcade.
Good,
It's my
good
second favorite
arcade.
in the city.
That's hard to find a good arcade.
Well, I mean, you know.
They're all ticket games now. It's hard to find a good video game
Well,
arcade.
also, they run old movies a lot over there, too. Like, they'll have, like, a late showing of, I don't know, Monty Python and the Holy
RoboCop?
Grail or something.
So let me tell you something. No,
Not that
you know,
one.
you know what you can do? You can actually rent one of their theaters and play any movie you want.
Oh, my gosh.
No shit.
Yeah, we did it for a birthday party for one of the kids. You could rent, and it's like, I'm not going to quote the price, I don't remember. And it comes like a little kid's popcorn pack, and you can either bring a movie, you can literally bring your own
That is
DVD,
rad.
or they got a list, and you can go, hey, you can do anything you want.
They got an HDMI port right there on the floor. You can hook your laptop.
You can do
I
anything.
just
You can play-
bootlegged this last night. I want.
And so you bring in, you do. The kids can go to the arcade, and then they watch whatever
their own
movie you want.
That's pretty cool.
That
Come
is
on in.
awesome.
And it's really not. I mean, for birthday parties for kids these days, it's
Oh,
really pretty
yeah.
good.
In
Right.
theater number 4, we have a Mario Kart tournament on the screen.
You could.
Yeah.
You
Put your
absolutely can do
Xbox.
that.
Good to know.
So St. George Food Truck Festival, tell us all about it.
St. George Food Truck Festival will be taking place November 21st, 2026, which is the Saturday before Thanksgiving. It is a LSU away game.
I
Play in
already-
Tennessee.
I already thought of that.
Hopefully it'll be a night game because we're running it from 11 to 6. We will have 25 food trucks, a very diverse lineup of food trucks. We got some barbecue, got jambalaya. Don't have a pastelai truck yet.
I'll have to
throw
get with
that
the
in.
Pastelai Palace on
That's
that
a
one.
that's a niche.
Yeah. I'll see if Pastelai Palace has a truck, and we'll go.
Got plenty of Mexican, got some burgers, got some Asian food. We got turkey wings. We got regular wings. We have sweets.
What's the elbows one?
Fat elbows.
I mean, if that's not the best place ever.
Get some good Creole Southern
my
cooking.
God, I'm so excited.
Fat elbows will be there. Got a lemonade truck. We have live entertainment from Mr. Chase Tyler and Mr. Chris LeBlanc.
Yeah.
You had Chase Tyler on your show, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of our top shows.
Yeah,
Besides the
y'all were
Eccentric Parents
talking.
Meme
Y'all were
Guy
talking
show.
shit about us too. I listened to that, and you're like, "Well, better to be on this show than the Ascension Parish one." And I
You
said,
didn't have a
"These
show at that
motherfuckers."
time.
That's
at
true.
At that point,
Yeah, so
we
we spoke
kicking
the
you while
truth.
you didn't exist.
We also have a hot dog eating contest that will take place on the main stage, hosted by Frankie's Doghouse and on Segan Lane. We'll have 100 vendor booths, arts, crafts, clothes, stuff like that.
I'll be there all day.
Be a $5 entry fee, just because to cover the entertainment.
Yep.
And you can come from 11 to 6, and there's plenty to do. We have a kids zone. We'll have VIP tickets with a VIP section with free wine and beer and drinks, and a big charcuterie board in there for snacks. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Also, next to Ascension.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
at the
that's right
Ascension
on the
line.
border, so there's no excuse.
Which is why we reached out to the man of the year of Ascension Parish to ask us how to promote it, Mr. Mark Delgard.
Four time.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. I don't know yet. I didn't tell anybody to vote for me this year. In
Well,
fact,
they
I
are-
told everybody don't vote for me this
That's
year.
it. That's going to be the right end.
I may still win. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see what happens.
You can do 5-minute comedy skit on stage. We got 5 minutes. Broken.
Your best 5. Your tight 5.
No.
Just bring him up there.
Just get up there and talk some shit.
I get too nervous. If I walk in front of that crowd, I'll be puking. That's why I don't do Dancing with the Stars or whatever they call it. It's Dancing for a Cause. It's this thing in Ascension Parish every
They
year.
have the moves. I'm
Seen
sure.
Every year where they have they'll take pairs and they'll have like 16 local celebrities, they call them, and it's this teacher, this woman who works at a bank. It would be 16 people, and they'll do a show. Like for 5 minutes, this woman will come out and she'll dance like whatever, and then the next one, it's a couple. They'll do a dance, and it raises a bunch of money. But they've never asked me, and I don't want to do it because I get nervous. Like as much as I'm on the internet and whatever, I get nervous if I have to think too long about what I'm about to do. I'm gonna be ready to throw up.
What
out
if
there.
I was your partner and I led? If I lead, would that make you? Would that?
I would be so much comfortable.
Be a beautiful couple.
A lot of sequins.
sgfoodtruckfest.com, or just type St. George Food Truck Festival on Facebook. We got a great Facebook page.
What's the
there.
date for that, Dave?
November 21st, Saturday before Thanksgiving.
What's the plan if it rains?
December the 5th, which
Oh,
is
I
2
like
Saturdays away, which it'll be a nice Christmas market. So,
Yeah.
we got everything. We got everything covered. It's gonna be a great event.
I'll see y'all there.
All right. Well, let's talk about the CATS bus system and why the train wreck that it is.
I'm not sure there's anything really good to say about cats. It just seems like it just keeps getting worse.
We got
and
we got
worse.
some indictments from the CATS bus system
Yeah,
recently
yeah.
from maybe borrowing.
It used
some
to be
money.
called something else before it was CATS.
I mean, CATS is a great acronym.
been
It
CATS for a
really
while.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, I give whoever did that, the marketing department, a lot of kudos for coming up with a great acronym.
Yeah.
That's
So-
kind of where it stops.
From what I read, they have 2,500 riders per day.
Maybe because they quit. They used to report the individual bus lines. You could go, hey, how many people are riding this line? And then somebody would go, hey, literally nobody rode that route.
If you go on the website, they list every bus
We should get rid of
and
this
every
route.
route.
But they don't keep individual routes anymore. They just give you collective totals. They don't want you to know that on this route, no one
0
rides it.
people came, and there was 100 on the next one.
And the content for this advocate is endless, only because we don't have to reach out and search for it. It just drops in
It just
our lap.
magically
There's
happens.
always something going on with
Multiple
cats.
CEOs
There
have
was the
resigned from
periologically
controversies.
thing.
Yeah.
I think their CAO once tested positive for meth, if I remember correctly.
And got promoted to CEO the next day.
Oh my gosh! I was like,
And let me think, on the subject
You're
of
moving on up.
on the subject of CEOs, at one point they had two.
I mean, it's
They
just-
had two. They were
it's-
like for a year. They had two CEOs.
And look, this is a $30 million a year enterprise using our
Is that
tax
not
dollars.
enough money to?
Oh, that's more than enough.
While the
What is it
district
funded
attorney
by? Is that
is
just out of
Tax dollars?
And then do
all
you
tax
do you
money.
pay to use it or it's free?
No,
Or do you
still
gotta
got, still
buy a-
got
you
bus
gotta buy
fares.
a
you gotta
plan
pay
or
or
No,
something, don't you?
there's bus fares
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Well,
It's a
then-
fantastic.
And so
fantastic
somebody-
It ought to
system.
make enough money then.
Somebody rode it from St. George to downtown Baton Rouge, and it took them about an hour and a half to get from one to the other.
so bad.
So
So-
not very efficient.
So I read that it delays these days are almost an hour to get your bus.
Depending on where you're going, it's that's probably on the lighter side.
And imagine sitting outside 100-degree weather waiting for an hour for a bus.
in a
You
bad
could've
part
just
of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, you could have just walked or.
Just start walking.
But the Savacot loves them some cats. We will always pray that cat stays around because
exactly
boy, it's
right.
a great filler.
that's the paradigm you find yourself in at the Savacot is you really don't want things to get too good.
But you,
I want it to get better,
Right.
better, slightly better.
but not much better.
Not
that
great.
happened in Ascension Parish with the council because when I started the meme page, I was shitting on that council because they were just the
It's
worst.
too easy.
It was half of them were good people and half of them were shit. And I used to make fun of the shit ones. There was recalls and everything. And then every single one that was under a recall got replaced in the next election. And it's all fine, outstanding citizens now have no content
That's
there.
right.
Great job, Mark. Great job.
Ruined it.
You're killing comedy in this parish, pal.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the Segan Lane renovation project that's coming
Oh,
up.
Segan Lane.
If we only had an expert on Segan Lane here, well, look at there. It's true.
That's amazing. So St. George got $20 million, or is getting a $20 million federal grant to redo Segan Lane. Because the one thing we kept hearing over and over again is, I would never go to Segan Lane. It's not safe. My family won't go. It's dangerous.
I'm scared to drive there just in a straight line.
Most of our
The
accidents,
suicide lane is nuts.
most of our accidents occur because of that suicide lane, and
Aptly
it's
named.
literally everybody pulling out of a parking lot at the same time, crossing 3 to 5 lanes at the same time,
Right.
as fast as they can to avoid oncoming traffic at the same time.
Y'all
Right.
gave a number of how many wrecks there are a
It
day.
was like it's about 2,000 a year on
Which
that
is-
on a 2-mile stretch,
That's like 7 a day.
It was 2,800 a year.
and it's been that way for quite a while. I mean, so when I was on the radio station,
That's
I-
one every like 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
There's been two since we
well,
sat
I was
down.
I was doing a remote at a cell phone place on Segan, and I'm watching. There's 3-hour remote. I'm watching, and I see wreck. I'm like, turn around and ask the guy, like, dude, what's happening here? Dude, it's every day. We sit out the window and watch people run into each other. It's great.
It's the left turns.
Well, you go to get in the suicide lane and someone's already in it, but you need to go through them to make your
That's
left.
the
I mean, so
thing.
you're just stuck where they are
It's-
until they turn, and then you can go and then make your turn after.
First indication, doing simple math on why we need to change Segan Lane is it's called a suicide lane.
Yeah.
Like, it's not called the happy, pleasant, fun lane. It's a
called you will
suicide
die
lane.
in this lane.
So part of the $20 million is going to go towards renovating that lane and making it more median style, sending people down to certain points where we can control the flow of traffic, connecting the parking lots. Yes, we're going to make sidewalks bigger and more walkable, plant some trees, all the fun beautification, make it more family friendly, less concrete jungle.
Yeah.
And hopefully bring back some local small businesses to kind of populate with the chains that are there.
Also, connecting the parking lots better to
Is
give
huge.
people a method to escape out the back to get to the next light to avoid having to
Yes,
shoot
I
across.
always do that. Anytime I go to Po' Boy Express or any of those businesses in that area, all that connects all
That's
the way
right.
to that Raising Cane's light.
And on the
I
other side,
appreciate that too.
on the
Right.
other side, they don't.
They don't.
None
Well,
of
Well,
them.
you can
Right,
go down there
right.
and you turn into what is it, the hookah place, whatever the fuck. At the
I don't
end
know
of-
if there's a hookah place there, is there?
Well, that wide one that Big Lots and used to be in.
Yes.
Yeah.
That wide one that used to also connect on the side, so you could cut across there.
You
also.
can, right, and
Yep.
get pretty far down on that
Yeah,
side.
you
but
can almost link to Segan Lane on
the
that side.
other side, it's
No, Target's its own separate parking
Yeah.
lot. Then you got that strip center next to it. You got the one with I think Cowboy Chicken's a separate parking lot. None of it connects.
right. But you
Right.
do have two streets on the other side, which is make it a little more difficult. And of course, Team Honda's gonna be tough. You can't really traverse across there, but that's gonna be a big deal because when I shop there, I'm always looking to stay in a parking lot as long as I can to get out at the light because I'm not turning left on Segan Lane.
No.
From a parking lot. No
The
chance.
idea of the Piku exit was supposed to relieve some of the Segan and Highland exit traffic, whatever. Has that helped? Have you seen any
It
difference?
has relieved Segan Lane. Now, you can't see it as much on Segan Lane, but you can see the traffic on PQ, and you know they're doing the sign of the cross because they don't have to go sit on Segan Lane.
That's exactly
PQ
right.
is packed.
If
Would
you
you
can
say-
use it and bypass it, you do it.
And
Would you
it's
say
fast.
PQ or PQ?
Yeah, that's
Both.
exactly
I say
right.
both because
PQ.
Drew chastised me one
This is a
time.
source of controversy.
I mean, I don't use a pool Q. I use a pool Q.
I've always
so I
said
call
PQ.
it PQ.
Coupon or coupon?
Right.
It's-
Right.
Controversial.
So you've mentioned our lumber company a couple times. PQ Building Supply. It's PQ, but
Right.
that's also COU. Mm-hmm. But PECUE, it's under debate.
I think he's probably right.
PQ.
Yeah,
PQ.
but it's been pronounced that way for so long. I'm not getting into it because I'll be wrong whatever I go with.
Right. Right.
I can't spell street signs.
Let's get St. George to put the street sign up and see what it comes up like. If they spell it wrong, we can. If
I was
they
about to
put
say,
COU, we can.
PEECOO. Nailed it.
How about just P.Q?
That'd be great.
That'll solve the.
The next segment is called "You Show Me Someone Who Has Shenandoah Memorized, and I'll Show You a Goddamn Liar." Because it is. I've looked at Shenandoah on Google Maps, and it is outrageous.
It is
Even if I
vast.
lived there, I
So-
don't think I could memorize that road system.
So pre St. George, there was a time when Shenandoah wanted to become its own city. It's that big of a neighborhood. They absolutely talked about it and took some steps
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah, they have a downtown in the middle of that thing. There's there's
They got their own school system. I mean, it's its own planet over
antique
there.
district.
My
Yeah,
son went to all three of those schools. You get lost in that neighborhood, you will certainly know your Confederate vocabulary by the time you get out of there.
Let me tell you, there's a guy in a car right now who's literally dying in the car because he can't figure out how to escape the
100%.
neighborhood and he's starved to death.
and he thinks he's like, oh, here I am. I'm coming down Jones Creek. What the hell? This is Hoosier 2 Road. What am I doing over here? There's so many exits.
There are so many
exits.
ways.
Jefferson
in
and
there.
Hoosier, you finally made it out at least.
That's
I did
right.
a post one night, and it was a good night to everyone in Baton Rouge except Shenandoah, just to stir the pot. And when I tell you 200 people, fuck you, what did we do wrong? It's
They will-
such a huge place.
They will cut you.
Like when you zoom out, when you're looking at the overhead on Google Maps, Shenandoah is still written pretty far out. It's so big. You don't have to zoom in to get the
It's like
label.
Shannon ...
That's right. Can't even do the whole name.
All right, let's talk about the hospitals in Baton Rouge.
I mean, we have them. So we have less than
So
we used to.
in the last 10 years, Ascension Parish has gone from one hospital to about 5. But Baton Rouge, I don't imagine, has hardly changed at all. Is there any that are way better than the other ones?
Fortunately,
Like if I cut my arm off, which one I'm gonna go to?
the Baton Rouge General is the clear leader in the ER you want to go to.
Yes.
The clear leader,
Yes.
And I'm talking about the Bluebonnet location.
Yeah.
The Government Street location closed briefly, but reopened. And the reason they closed was because they were losing about $2 million a month at the ER alone.
That's a bad business model.
Terrible business model. But when you have a law that says if somebody shows up here hurt, you got to treat
You
them
got to have them.
before you do a credit check and get ID or whatever, then people are going to call 911 because they're got a headache
Yep.
or a sore thumb, and they're going to bring them to the ER and they're going to treat them and they're going to walk out,
Well,
never
so-
be heard from again.
So one of the healthcare problems with ERs is there is a segment that is their primary care physician is the ER.
Is the ER.
And that they don't go to urgent cares. They don't have a physician.
Well, they
of their
charge
own.
you $150 up front at the urgent care.
Right.
So.
Right.
That's right. So they're going to go in for the free place, and that is their doctor.
So they closed the general. Of course, this was years after they closed OK Long. They closed the Baton Rouge General ER, and every one of those emergencies came to the lake in the Baton Rouge General now.
That is true.
But the ER reopened at the Baton Rouge General, and there's a bunch of these clinics that are popping up everywhere. These, EMED clinics, which helps tremendously. But to answer your question, the Baton Rouge General and Bluebonnet is the hospital you want to go to when you hurt yourself. It's
Yeah.
not very far from Ascension Parish either.
Where do I go if I get stabbed or shot? What would be the best place to go there? Who's got the most experience for that?
I don't know.
I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Just making a list.
What hospital is it? North Baton Rouge Airline, almost to the bridge, is like in a curve. There's an
used to
old
be Earl K. Long.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that was
Earl
Earl
K.
K.
Long
Long.
was there.
High-rise building.
They've
Yeah.
got an urgent care past there.
It's right past there on the right.
But it's
yeah.
not like Earl K.
All
Earl K
of-
was like the place to go. If
It
you
was
got shot or
Charity
stabbed,
Hospital.
that's
Yeah.
where you
All
went.
of my friends were either born at Women's Hospital or Earl K. Long.
Yeah.
And
I
I've never
always
been.
heard as a kid they had the best trauma doctors. Like,
Let me tell you a
city.
story. I was an EMT paramedic back in the day, and I did my clinicals.
A lot
at-
of layers to this day for
Yes.
Polo Onion.
Yeah, at Earl K. Long, I did my clinicals. Scared to death because I was brand new, right? So we did a Friday shift from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. at Earl K. Long, and Lord have mercy, I only thought I knew what was going on there. It was terrible. It was so bad. It was constant trauma, gunshots, stab wounds, whatever. Guy walked in with a gunshot through his ulna and his radius, holding his arm. It was dangling because that's the two bones that hold your arm.
no.
All right, stoned out of his mind. ER doctor sends him up, gets an X-ray, says we got to do surgery on you now. He goes, I ain't getting no surgery. The doctor says, sign right here with your good arm. The guy signs to me. He goes, have a good one. Gave him the paper. The guy walked out the door. The fuck? The doctor goes,
Because he didn't want to go there?
The doctor looked at
Didn't
me
want
and
a
my-
surgery. He was
doctor
more
looked at
afraid
me
of
and my
surgery.
Partner, this dude's arm was dangling. Doctor looks at me and partner and goes, okay, it's 11:30. He's gonna be back by 3 o'clock. Whenever he comes down off his high.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got
250.
you. Okay.
EMS comes wheeling dude in on a gurney. I'm screaming.
some good shit he was
There
on.
he
Yeah,
is.
he had some
That's
good
it.
shit.
That's him. Just bring him straight to ER. We got it prepped. He knew he's coming back.
Had him getting ready. While he's doing this, we're going to get prepped and ready to go.
Yeah, it was ready for him. Ready for him. So wild west out there.
You got to be worried
legit.
about hey, I'd like to have certain medications given to me tonight, and I've got a list of things I like. You got any Toradol back there? That'd be great.
But admittedly, they really do need an ER closer up there.
They
There's
do.
a lot of
They do.
population, a lot of trauma, a lot of stuff. They need one up there. So the closing of EKO was a bad thing for Baton Rouge. A lot of repercussions.
No, for sure.
The Old Woman's Hospital, which is the police station now, isn't it?
And the clerk of court's office. Big city-owned complex. And EMS is there too as
So
well.
I've spent a lot of hours in that building just as a teenager because I had family that was having babies, and we were
Right.
just sitting there waiting for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, sure. My son was born there.
Yeah, I was born there.
Yep.
So as a 15-year-old, I would just ride the elevator up and down. I was so bored, and I didn't want to sit in the waiting room with everybody else. So I would walk the hospital, and I remember going to the top floor. It was 6 floors, and I remember looking out at Airline and whatever the
Goodwood.
fuck
Goodwood.
and they have a Circle K.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
right after that is the Coleman Toyota, and Coleman Toyota's slogan was right on the corner, right on the price. And I'm looking. Motherfucker, it's not on the corner at all. The Circle K is on the
First
corner.
thing you've told me is a damn lie.
Why would I buy a car from
I'm
you?
not buying a Toyota from you, liar.
It's not on the corner. It's 2 businesses down from the corner.
You're right.
The hospital is right on the corner.
You didn't have to be on floor 6 to see that, by the way. Right, ground level. That's
before-
on the
that's
corner.
before
I was
Google
just
Maps.
looking out at the window and I said, "Oh my God, it's not."
If I had a Facebook page, I'd post this shit.
That's right.
I'm never coming back to this parish.
That's something I
liars.
definitely posted back in the day. All right, you can't talk about Baton Rouge without talking about Choctaw and that whole industrial section. It's kind of run down, but whatever.
It is a very, very
No.
busy.
I want you to go back to
No.
what you were going to say, which is you think historically there was a magic unicorn time when Choctaw, there's families driving
It was
the old.
bustling.
No,
I
I
got
don't
the
mean-
Cadillac and we're going to see the movies.
I don't
And
mean it was
then
Times
Batman's
Square.
parents are killed and
you
it
wanna
went
come
to
over?
shit.
We're going to Choctaw. What? I'll be there in 5 minutes. Mom, can I stay with the Smiths? They're going to Choctaw tonight.
Yeah, like there's some kids in high school cruising up and down. Oh, we're going to go cruise Choctaw tonight.
Could
It's
you imagine
magical.
back then having Instagram? What are y'all doing? Choctaw, bitch. Motherfucker. We're stuck over here on Perkins Road, dick.
Yes.
Choctaw.
This is why he doesn't leave Ascension, because he thought Choctaw was magical.
No, hold on. I'm not saying it was Times Square, but you walk in some of these buildings and it looks like they were built 100 years ago and
They
never
were built in
kept
the
up.
70s.
No, it looked like that when they built it. They literally said, this is a shitty area. We're going to build a shitty building, and it's going to always be this way. Choctaw.
Yes.
Nailed it.
The problem which you're addressing here is that it was built in the 70s. A lot of the offices, it's mostly office warehouses. A lot of the offices were built with the old brown paneling.
Yep.
The gold,
The wood panel is still
linoleum,
there.
whatever. There are a lot of them that have the same decor.
Yep.
It really is. I own a few buildings in there, and every one I bought was Office Warehouse, and it had the wood paneling decor. The first thing I did was rip it out, go sheetrock with, some good flooring and LED lighting, and really make it a lot nicer. But the bulk of it still retains the 1970s look over there.
So I've been a delivery driver for an electric supply company, some other Cajun Industries I worked for a while. So I used to go to Lightning Bolt, Rubber House, all these places, and I'm
Choctaw,
looking, and I'm like, this
Stuck in
place
time.
looked like it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, this place looks like shit for the year 2020 or 2020 or whatever. But if it's always looked like that,
No, all the places look like you should still be smoking in them. like there's an ashtray.
And
all the ceilings are dark yellow from smoke.
The last place that I bought was a T-shirt shop on Mammoth Drive, which runs along.
I know where it is.
And the guy who was in there had been in there since '83. T-shirt shop, chain smoker, and you nailed it. They had the brown paneling, and the acoustic ceiling was originally white. It was brown.
You knew exactly where he wanted to stand.
100%
at all times.
Absolutely. And we gutted that place down to the studs and re-sheetrocked it, but frozen in time. Frozen in time. But very, very bustling corridor. I mean, there's not very many vacancies out there.
That area was designed
Yeah.
for business, industry, that kind of thing.
And if you look on the map, we sold the building to an office supply company out of Kenner a few years back. And if you look on the map, it is the direct center of Greater Baton Rouge. It's real close to the center of Greater Baton Rouge. In fact, he told me, we're buying your building because if you stick a pin in the center of Greater Baton Rouge, you're about 2 blocks from it.
So their
right there.
marketing slogan could have been geographically correct. They were the center of Baton Rouge.
Absolutely.
Not the corner
Yeah.
of Goodwood.
There used to be a Sam's Club, right?
The original
where it hits
Sam's
Airline.
Club
Yep.
was Choctaw at Airline.
Yes.
Then it moved to Cortana, and then it closed.
It was a bingo hall, too.
Yes. It still is a bingo hall. It is now.
I bet that is awesome.
It's a huge bingo hall.
I want to go watch.
That was original Sam's Club.
Now, yeah, it's a
But
bingo
you have
hall.
to realize something. Airline Highway predated Interstate 12. So everyone who came from the East Coast to the West Coast came right down Airline Highway, across the old bridge, right through Baton Rouge, on down to New Orleans.
In the words of Andy Rooney, thanks to the interstate system, you can now go from California and Florida and not see a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, bingo, somewhere you can take your high school kids.
Hey, there we
Bingo.
go.
Oh, that sounds like a party.
Good time.
You brought up Cortana Mall. I miss Cortana Mall. I don't care what nobody says. I know the Mall of Louisiana is nicer, but I grew up going to Cortana.
You just like places you can smoke inside.
That's exactly it.
His mom dropped him off at Cortana. He was like, pick me up at 9. He was gone, baby.
But it was nice. It was shaped like a Y. They had the Spaceport arcade in there. You had the Chick-fil-A, the A&W root beer, the Taco Bell. They had the electronics boutique. You had
Orange
Mama
Julius.
Brava.
The
Orange Julius.
A&W was underrated.
The Mama Brava was
Yeah, Mama Brava's, like me and my buddies would go smoke, because that was the last refuge of smoking.
that was the original Chick-fil-A in Baton Rouge. They used to sit there with the tray and hand out the little nuggets for testing, and it was like God's chicken back
Piccadilly?
then. Yes, Piccadilly.
Was
Movie
there?
theater.
For those just tuning in, you used to be able to smoke in a restaurant. I don't know.
So I always
Anyone
said-
under 30 knows that.
For years, I would say, as they were phasing out smoking, no smoke, the first question you get asked, smoking or no smoking.
Yes, that was a
And
thing.
you made a business decision based on how much, if you wanted to get a table quicker, smoking was, I thought,
First
the way to
available.
go.
Smoking or non-smoking or first available.
That's right. And I thought they should phase that out and go kids or no kids. And you could go to the kids section and know if you brought your kids, hey, it is what it is.
Right.
We're going to have some cutting up. Kids are going to be running around screaming, but your kids can do that too. And if you didn't want that, you're on date night, you go to no kids, probably pay a little more. Maybe there's a surcharge. for that.
Genius.
Yeah, I thought it was a concept that missed
I'm going
out.
to send you a link to a Google Drive folder I have. I've got several drone footage of the mall.
Yeah.
Before, during, and after
Well, that's very good for the audio-only podcast.
Yeah.
Now it's an Amazon
I'm going to
distribution
send it to
center.
Mark, I said.
Solid. I wanted to repurpose Cortana. I really wanted to keep it. I was pretty upset about the Amazon distributorship because I thought that had so many. If you could have put like a nursing home in one, what do old people like to do?
All the anchors.
They like to walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every
All
anchor
walkers.
becomes like something different.
Fitness
a church,
center.
fitness center, nursing home.
Probably you could put condos on the second. You could have built condos up top.
Condos are going in where all the strips were, so you got people in there, and then you still got some spots you save for businesses and restaurants. Maybe a Votech school goes in an anchor. You got people here 7 days a week now.
Yeah.
I saw a meme suggesting that dead shopping malls could become like whenever Gen X becomes nursing home, we could all live in a mall together.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be great?
Back to your roots.
We have our old arcade and everything.
Yeah.
in there.
And as your memory fails, where you go back to that long-term memory, and what do you
Right.
remember? Like the mall.
So true.
That'd be so great. Missed opportunities.
We should have bought it.
Yeah.
We could outbid Jeff Bezos.
That's what we need. What'd you do, Dave? Hey, welcome to the Savakid Mall concept.
I outbid Jeff Bezos for a mall, bitch.
Exactly right.
Did y'all want to talk about the library system?
Drew might want to.
I'm very passionate about loving the library system and all the things they do.
He's talking about East Baton Rouge.
They have books.
Not Jones Creek.
They have books, and they have the internet.
And they have $140 million in cash.
Y'all have 15 libraries.
And they are
And
I
they're
didn't even
building
know that.
They're building 3 more, right? Is it 3? How many more are they building?
two to three more.
Two to three more they're building.
Yeah.
I only know about 2 of them. The
Brick
one
and mortar.
downtown and then the one Goodwood or wherever the
They're
fuck.
everywhere.
Good, Goodwood.
Well, you got to realize Zachary has one because it's still East Baton Rouge Parish. Baker
Okay.
has one. Prideport. They're
Central,
everywhere.
Baker, St. George, and Zachary all have their own library. The other 11 or 12 are all in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I think it's great.
Or outside of Baton Rouge, but in the parish.
They have like you can do yoga there. I think they have all kinds of wonderful events and festivals. Sometimes they have concerts.
Yeah.
And authors, and they have books, and you can get digital books.
They just built us one in Santa Maria that's like part library, part everything else. Like you could have concerts there. They have a room where you can cut wood. I mean, there's a sewing machine, a 3D printing.
printers.
There's a kitchen where you can learn how to cook, and there's like a functioning kitchen in
It's
there.
not your grandma's library anymore up in
Can't
there.
do that
We
online.
weren't even allowed to talk out loud in the library. We had to whisper, and now you can go in there.
Yeah.
It's a party.
I am proud to serve our library overlords in any way they deem fit at this point because clearly it's working.
We've got recording studios in ours.
You can do you can
They
do
asked me if I wanted to do my podcast in there, and I'm like, well,
Can I drop F-bombs, bitch?
well, yeah. I said two drawbacks. I'm limited to y'all's when y'all are open, and then the second, we're gonna say fuck a lot on my show.
What's going
How
on in that
soundproof?
room over there?
It's that Ascension Parish meme guy. I knew
How
it.
soundproof are y'all's walls? Because we're gonna curse on my show.
It's great.
Could you take a 15-year-old to the library?
You could.
It's a place you can take high school kids. The library.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, that's it for this episode of Treats from the Store, sponsored by Rescom Electric, Smoky Butts Barbecue, and the St. George Food Truck Fest. I want to thank my guests, Dave Roppollo, Andrew Murrell, and Jeremy Fish. And as always, Dutchtown needs a Taco Bell. Thanks for listening.
Dutchtown.